Mayweather rematch almost agreed. Manny Pacquiao says he has almost agreed a rematch with fellow boxing legend Floyd Mayweather. The former multiweight world champions first met in 2015, in what was billed as the fight of the century. Mayweather won after 12 rounds by unanimous decision, but Pacquiao said he had a shoulder injury and told the BBC in 2018 that he cannot retire with peace of mind with that defeat. The 46-year-old retired in 2021 but returned to face WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios in his comeback fight in July, with Barrios retaining his title after a majority draw. Mayweather has had a string of exhibition bouts since retiring with an undefeated record in 2017, and the 48-year-old American is scheduled to face Mike Tyson next year. But Pacquiao says Mayweather's camp are in negotiations over a rematch that would probably take place in Las Vegas. "It depends on whether we can understand each other," the Filipino told Seconds Out. "My people and his people are directly coordinating." Referring to his injury in 2015, Pacquiao added, "It's very interesting because, right now, I don't have a shoulder problem. I'm sure the world of boxing will be excited if the rematch will push through. He has his own decision, so I cannot prevent him from fighting Mike Tyson." Mayweather's exhibition fight with former heavyweight champion Tyson, 59, is scheduled for next spring, but an exact date is yet to be confirmed. Danger Man Wardley 1000% wants Usyk next. Legend Golovkin to run for World Boxing Presidency. Boxing schedule and results 2025. Watch every Born to Brawl episode. Joshua v. Paul. Hearn says maybe with camps in talks. Former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua is in talks to fight YouTuber-turned-boxer Jake Paul. Joshua, 36, has not fought since he was stopped in the 5th round by British rival Daniel Dubois in September last year. Eddie Hearn, Joshua's promoter, said in August it was likely Joshua's next fight would be against Paul, and on Thursday confirmed that talks had taken place between the two camps. Media outlets reported on Wednesday that a fight between the pair was almost a done deal, but Hearn told BBC Radio 5 Live Breakfast that everyone has jumped the gun with these claims. "Our focus is on 2026, added Hearn. "We have a big fight planned for February and a big fight hopefully against Tyson Fury next year. We may run out in 2025. We were just going to have a low-key fight somewhere. If it is going to destroy the run of Mr. Paul and make tens of millions of dollars in the process, then maybe. Nothing is confirmed yet. Any fight between the pair would face sanctioning questions given the difference in experience between the two fighters and is unlikely to be considered as a professional bout. An exhibition fight is the most plausible outcome. Paul, 28, was due to face lightweight world champion Gervonta Davis in an exhibition bout on the 14th of November before the fight was cancelled. The decision came after a lawsuit was filed against Davis by his ex-girlfriend accusing him of battery, aggravated battery, false imprisonment, kidnapping, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Paul v. Davis exhibition fight cancelled. This isn't YouTube. Talks continue for Joshua v. Paul. Olympic gold medalist Joshua won his first world title, the IBF belt, in 2016, adding the WBO and WBA crowns over the next 2 years before losing all three in a shock defeat by Andy Ruiz Jr. in 2019. He regained all 3 belts in a rematch against Ruiz later that year and defended them against Kubrat Pulev before back-to-back defeats by current undisputed heavyweight world champion Alexander Usyk. Joshua then went on a run of 4 straight wins until he was dismantled by Dubois at Wembley Stadium, leaving his future under scrutiny, with his record at 28 wins and 4 defeats. Paul has 12 wins and 1 loss in his professional boxing career, that defeat coming against Fury's brother Tommy by split decision in 2023. However, he has only fought at heavyweight once before, a drab point win over a then 58-year-old Mike Tyson in November 2024. Anthony Joshua will wreck his legacy with demeaning Jake Paul fight. The news that Anthony Joshua's team are closing on a deal for the 2-time heavyweight champion to box against YouTube influencer Jake Paul in Miami in December is shocking. The former world heavyweight champion has not fought since he was stunned with a 5th-round stoppage by British rival Daniel Dubois in September 2024. Joshua's momentum towards another world title tilt was halted, but that this could be his next bout defies belief. If the fight does go ahead, even as an exhibition should the Florida Commission allow it, rather than a sanctioned boxing contest, it breaks so many codes for the sport. For one, It stretches the bounds of credibility that a heavyweight still arguably in the top 10 of the blue ribbon division should put on the gloves against a boxing novice. Furthermore, it wrecks the legacy of a British heavyweight who has achieved so much in the sport after a late start as a boxer. It would simply represent a money heist for Joshua, who is too big, too strong, too experienced, and, genuinely, too dangerous for Paul to even think about fighting. Stepping into the ring against Mike Tyson in his late 50s, whom Paul faced, infamously in front of 110 million on Netflix, at a packed Cowboys Stadium in Dallas a year ago, is a wholly different prospect to the 36-year-old, 6 feet 7 inches, 18 st behemoth that Joshua remains. It also grates against the backdrop that Joshua is being lined up to face Tyson Fury in an eerie-ending all-British heavyweight mega fight next summer, in which the two boxers could realistically share the spoils of £150 million. No one begrudges Joshua earning another pot of gold estimated at $50 million for facing Paul and his 50 million social media followers, but this is a farce of a warm-up fight for the Fury showdown. It also says something about where his ambition in the division now lies, especially as he has recently been in training with Alexander Usyk's team. On Wednesday night, Eddie Hearn, Joshua's promoter, played down the idea of it going ahead when asked by Telegraph Sport. Yet at other times Hearn has said that if Paul is foolish enough to fight him, then Joshua would see it as an easy payday. The only reason this has come about was because of the cancellation of Paul versus Gervonta Davis, a brilliant world champion boxer who is 5 stone lighter and 8 inches shorter than 6 feet 2 inches, 200 pounds YouTuber. Indeed, the idea of that bout going ahead was just as farcical, and was cancelled because of Davis's ongoing domestic violence issues. As for this latest move, which hopefully will play out as a stunt from Paul, Hearn will need to get over the broadcast deal Joshua currently has with DAZN. If he does, the Netflix platform could see another 100 million plus viewers watch this farce, if it gets over the line. Say a prayer that it does not.